TemTem as a game makes me sad. There's no other way to put it, really. It makes me sad because it is such a good game. It's too good. It's better than Pokemon Sword and Shield. And that's the big issue. That's what makes me sad. I'm gonna say this now. Honestly, really like it so far. This is just my first impressions, like the first couple hours. So nothing too big, nothing crazy. But so far, really, really like it, okay? I'll get into what I like. But right now, I want to focus on why this game really, it's just too good. It's beaten out Pokemon Sword and Shield for me. Okay, and I liked Pokemon Sword and Shield a lot. They were super fun. I have really enjoyed them. I gave them an 8 out of 10, I think. I have a video about it, but I really enjoyed those games. TemTem I enjoy more. And the problem is it was made by a smaller company than Game Freak. Game Freak is massive. And the issue with TemTem is the team is small. Smaller than Game Freak, at least. And it means that you don't need a company like Game Freak to make such a good game, because they're now just spewing out the same stuff, which isn't good, obviously. You shouldn't have that in a game company. TemTem is so refreshing, and that's the issue. We're getting a better game with better graphics, better quality, better everything, basically, for cheaper, from a smaller company, on a wider variety of places. Compare that to worse graphics, worse designs of the Pokemon, I feel. I liked a lot of the new Pokemon, but some of them just kind of looked ugly. And there's definitely some issues with that in TemTem, but I don't see it as much. We're getting more expensive, and it's only on one system with Game Freak. But I feel I'm being too negative, because Game Freak still makes good games. I like the Pokemon games. I want them to continue, for the sole fact that I think they can learn from TemTem and make a better game. That's my hope from what TemTem brings. And TemTem, let's get into what I like about that, because it's a big list. I really like TemTem, okay? I know that the title of this is probably something like TemTem makes me sad because of what I just said, because it shows that Game Freak doesn't have to make such, like, average games. I still like the new Pokemon games. I just feel that if I don't say that, the brainless apes on YouTube will be like, ooh, he hate Game Freak, unga bunga. But let's get into TemTem. What do I like about that? A lot. I like the battle system. It has this whole stamina management thing that means it's not based on PP anymore. It's based on how much stamina your TemTem has and how many times you can use an attack and how much you gotta wait to build up for an attack to land. All battles are double battles. I really like that. It brings in a lot of new features, like this synergy feature that they have, where if two TemTem of the same type are together, they'll just and like do more damage. I don't know how to signify that, but it's really fun. I like a lot of the designs of the TemTem. The starters, little ugly, little would not like. I chose the monkey, not because I wanted to, because my friends chose the other ones. I like the evolution system, okay, because I've heard of how it works. How it works, apparently, is TemTem take a certain amount of levels to level up, and then they'll evolve. So what I mean by that is, in Pokemon, say a Pokemon evolves at level 60 and you catch it at level 59, you only have to level it up one more time for it to evolve. But in TemTem, say it evolves at level 40, or it evolves with 40 levels and you catch it at level 20, you have to get it to level 60 to get those 40 levels to evolve it. Which means if you catch a TemTem too late and it's too high level, then it won't be able to evolve. This is just the system that I've heard is in place, so don't take it as fact, please. But I think that's a really good system. I think it's really great. Honestly, like, it works better in my opinion. And Pokemon, all too often I'll see myself being like, ooh, I like that one, but this one's a higher level, you know, so I'm gonna go with this one. But now with this system, I'll go with the lower level one because it'll be quicker to level up and it'll be more closely leveled to my TemTem. And it really just has this whole great sense of exploration, the game, TemTem. It is really, really fun. I just walk around and explore and I enjoy it. I like how it's an MMO RPG. That's a fun aspect of it, okay? That is really fun. Just everywhere else is other players. You can find your friends. You can battle your friends. Perfect. This is what I wanted from Pokemon with the wild area. Just being able to see your friends and walk around with them, battle them. Instead, as I described, I think in my Pokemon video, me and my friend had a very difficult time trying to battle one another. We had to look up a tutorial online, which we shouldn't have to do. We didn't have to do this in TemTem. Me and my friend, battles. That was snapping. I can't snap. But it was so fun, quick, efficient. Story, haven't really gotten into it yet, but I've heard it's good. It's nothing crazy, but then again, it doesn't have to be. It's more a game about catching the TemTem. If you can't tell, I really like this game. I like the price point it's at. I think because it's early access and there's really not as much say as Pokemon. It's at a good price at $35 on Steam right now. I would say that it's an instant buy. But there's a few things that you might want to be wary of. One, it feels like when you run from a battle, it never does it. Even if it's like your two TemTem Pokemon things against one, like you'll run, select the option on both, and it will say, couldn't get away. It's annoying sometimes. I feel that there's not enough variety within some of the areas. Like in the early stages especially, you'll just be running into the same things all the time, it feels, which isn't a bad thing per se. It means you get acquainted with some more than others, but just something to look out for. But that's nothing compared to the game. The gameplay is fun, controls are nice, everything feels fluid, everything's just great. I like how it's on more than just one system, unlike Pokemon, which I don't know if you know, but over there is where I keep my Switch games, so keep just looking at it. I like the designs of a lot of these TemTem a bit more than some Pokemon. I know I've been comparing it a lot to Pokemon, but really that's what it is. It's a fan Pokemon game made to be better than the current Pokemon games. And at that, it succeeds really well. It's honestly a good game. I would go buy it. I know I started the video out a little sad, a little slow, but it doesn't actually make me just like sad. It makes me really happy to play it because it's such a good game. What makes me sad is obviously Game Freak being a little lazy. So yeah, I enjoy TemTem. I think you should buy it. I think you should play it. If you like Pokemon, definitely must buy. It's so fun. Especially with friends, it's a lot more fun with friends. 10 out of 10. I make bad jokes.